shots, and I mean a lot. You over there looking sober, and you cannot look me over. Boy, I've been ballin' since 98. Look at the form, it's kinda great. It's to the point where it's no debates. Back then, niggas still ball like 23.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the hit show, The Locker Room. Super duper excited to have you with us today. My apologies for the mix up here when it comes to the stream on Twitch, but that should be all taken care of now. So that should be updated. So welcome to the Locker Room. Super duper excited to have you. As you can see, we got a lot of things to talk about, including updated news that happened while prepping for the show. So if you are a Bengals fan, it's time to rejoice. Your life is actually better now. Okay, life is actually better now if you're a Bengals fan. Also, if you are a Commanders fan, that's might as well just strip butt naked. You should be happy. Okay, we're gonna start with the major news that's happening right now. I want to get right into it because it's super duper important to do so. Let's get right into it. Pull this up. We're gonna start off with the major news of the day, and that is that finally, your boy McLaurin stays with the Commanders. It is now official, taken care of, confirmed. It is locked down. He is down with the Commanders for the next 3 years, well, 4 years to say. He's contracted all the way up to the end of the 2028 season. It includes a $30 million signing bonus, as sources tell NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. The deal ends of the contract dispute that's been happening now to the point where he actually asked for a trade. He had 1 season left on his 3-year contract at $68 million he signed in 2022. The deal came with a bargain, $23.2 million average, which ranked 17th. My apologies, y'all. Which ranked 17th. That's so ghetto. My apologies. Among wide receivers, this new one puts him up to $30 million per season, which ties him for the sixth highest among receivers. If it's anybody that deserves it, especially after his playoffs, showing along with Jaden Daniels is Terry McLaurin. He went crazy last season. He had an amazing showing, and I'm so glad that it's getting to the point where now these teams are realizing that they have the talent they need to be able to get fired. This team made it to the NFC Championship last season against the Eagles. And obviously they didn't have the experience to be able to get through that game and stuff like that, but man, they really showed a lot of heart with Jaden McDaniels being I always call him McDaniels, I don't know why, but Jaden Daniels actually being that strong piece that's able to get you over the hump, finishing games, being clutch, man, making the right throws, accurate passes too. He's somebody that you really look at as a quarterback of the future. You want to make sure you pair him with a wide receiver that he can be able to work with. He had the tight end, right? He got the legs, as you can see. Make sure he got the right receiver, and Terry is that guy. I'm super excited for this team this season. I think this team can actually make it back to the NFC Championship again. So I want to see them, you know what I'm saying, dominate. You feel me? Dominate. You show that you can get through games, especially at the end of games. It's tough. I want to see you dominate this season. So shout out to the Commanders and Terry McLaurin to getting this done. For a while, I just did not think this was actually something that was going to actually be done, but it's really good to be able to see them actually finalize this deal. Because when you start talking about these kind of contracts, disputes, stuff like that, especially with the next one we're going to talk about, worry about them actually finalizing things. So, talk about the next one here as well. That one is your boy, Trey Hendrickson. So happy that actually got finished and finalized. Trey Hendrickson was in dispute talks for a while when it came to Cincinnati Bengals, and for a long time, it was thought that this would not get done. So the Bengals news came out and knew you were going to be live. You knew I was going to be live, bro. Every day, 6 p.m. right here at the locker room. So Grandmaster, thank you for showing up. You knew I was going to be live to talk about this, and you popped up right on time, right on time for this dispute conversation, man. You know what? Talking about Trey, right? And this Bengals defense, obviously you wanted to shore up the wide receivers, right? Because with Joe Burrow, you want to at least be able to give him something to keep him on the roster. Saying we got you 2 Pro Bowl level wide receivers that you can be able to throw the ball to. They didn't fix that offensive line at all, and we all know it. So we ain't got to play this game. We all know they didn't do that, but at least they were able to work on the wide receiver core and now the defensive line with Trey Hendrickson, as he has reached an agreement on a $14 million pay raise for this year that would end his contract dispute. He is scheduled to become a free agent still at the end of 2026. It will reportedly earn a salary of $30 million this year. So they aren't out the weeds yet when it comes to Trey Hendrickson. They still have to be able to find a way to sign him long term. And with the Bengals, we both got to join the offensive line team. Listen, brother, if I'm out there, we winning the bowl. You hear me? If we out there, we winning the bowl. Put me at center, we gonna win the bowl. I keep forgetting to start these timers, and I do apologize for that. But with Trey, you don't have much. They're not really making moves in the offseason to be able to build on this line. I swear we are on my mother. We making that, but they're not really doing much to make big moves. And you probably know it, man. When you're watching this team in the offseason, you're like, man, where are the trades? Where are the signings? Joey Bosa was available. The Bills picked him up. You thought that would be somebody that the Bengals would try to reach out and grab, even if just to be able to show that we're making some kind of attempt on a 1-year contract at least to show that we want to beef up this defensive line. But nothing was done. Nothing was done at all except re-signing the wide receiver core, and at least they did that. But you got to open up your purse strings for this one. I mean, Trey Hendrickson is one of the best pass rushers that we have in football today, next to Micah Parsons and a few others, you know what I mean? But when it comes to him being as young as he is, doing what he did on the rookie contract, why would you not want to sign him long term? These are the kind of deals that teams foam at the mouth over, right? Being able to draft somebody, actually have them on your team and now play their draft position, and you want to be able to have this kind of person. You own the bird rights to him. You can be able to pay him whatever you need to without destroying your team. Why would you not want to do that and really take the time out to I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. At this point in time, the Bengals are just literally playing with me. They're literally playing with me, bro. I don't get it at all. I don't get it, bro. This guy is pure talent personified. I'm looking at the highlights right now. He gets to you. He puts pressure on the quarterback. You guys need stops on defense. And you're not getting anybody. I'm thinking about the offseason that's coming up. I'm not quite sure who's going to be available that you're going to be able to legitimately pick up on a contract that makes sense for you. I don't even think it's a possibility right now. So not doing this doesn't make any damn sense. Lock him up long term. And it is not like he wasn't vocal about wanting to be with the team. He was completely vocal about wanting to stay with the team. He was completely vocal about wanting to get the deal done. At this point in time, it was just literally felt like a game was being played when it came to Trey Hendrickson. I sincerely don't understand it, man. I do not. But shout out to them for actually getting the deal done. That's really what you wanted to be able to see at this point. It was going to get done at some point, and Trey is still with the Bengals. So shout out to the Bengals, man. Shout out to the Bengals, man. I guess I I worry about them like every day. I worry about them like sincerely every day. I like every day. I wanna be able to move right along, man, and have another conversation because I mean a return happened and congratulations is in order. Let me see here. So let's get right to the next one right here. New York Liberty star Breonna Stewart will return to play Monday against the Connecticut Suns after missing the last month due to a bone bruise in her right knee. She's a 30-year-old star. She was out for 13 games in the stretch in which New York posted just 5 wins without her. Her co-star Sabrina Ionescu, as you know, a deadly shooter out there in New York, who was supposed to have a shooting contest against Steph Curry, but turned that bad boy down. No, she did it. She did it. Caitlin turned it down. Trifling. Will also return against Connecticut. And she did not play against New York. Did not play in New York, I'm sorry, as they lost 78-62 to Atlanta Dream with an ankle injury. So happy that she's returning. She's averaging 18.3 points, 6.5 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 1.4 assists, 1.4 blocks, and her 14 starts this season before the injury in the opening minutes against the Los Angeles Sparks. So it was a tough thing to watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a visual of it because I think it's important to be able to have these conversations. But this was the injury that took place. Waiting for it to pop up here. You and me both, big dog. I swear to God, man. Give me 1 second here. Let me try to see if I can fix what's going on here on this side. So my apologies for yeah, man. But just with them being, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, man. You just want them to get a job done. But this is where she occurred the injury. Did not really see it. We'll play it back right here. She drops low to the low. Hold on, one more time now. When did the injury happen now? Hold on. Oh, okay, you're coming up the court. I see it. Oh yeah, it was not contact either. You can see her right at the top of the screen here. So non-contact injury. That's tough. Those are the worst ones. Non-contact is the worst ones. You never see them coming. It's the worst injury. So, you know, I'm happy that she's back. And she could make a difference for this team who won the championship. And hopefully be able to bring them another one. So big news for them. Shout out to them for getting her back. This is one we gotta talk about, man. And it's the it's the brothers, man. It's the Sanders brothers. And I don't know if I was excited to talk about this one, but I feel like it has to be talked about, right? Because it's obviously important that we talk about it. This was kind of embarrassing. Man. And you know, with a team that has so much, I'm talking about a family that has so much to prove already, right? And we're gonna talk about Shiloh Sanders, a family that has so much to prove already. You do not want to see them making boneheaded decisions like this one. Shiloh Sanders, man, was waived by Tampa Bay Buccaneers less than 24 hours after he was ejected from the preseason game for throwing a punch. Let me see here. The coach said you just can't throw punches in this league. It's inexcusable. They're going to get you every time. Todd Bowles said, you got to grow from that. The Buccaneers could still add Sanders if they wanted to the practice squad if no one claims him off the waivers. But Sanders is a hard-hitting playmaking safety from Colorado, who had an impressive debut for the Buccaneers. In his preseason opener. But he had strong competition already when it came to that safety position for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was engaging with Zach Davison. I'll show you what happened here. He was engaging with Zach Davison. He was pushing and shoving. They were pushing and shoving each other. Immediately, a flag was thrown, and then he threw a punch. And Davison called up a little boy. Like, that's just dumb. It's just dumb. Obviously, emotions are high. It's obvious that emotions are high, but you don't ever want to get to a situation like this where you're making boneheaded decisions. And for him, already not having the opportunities that a lot of people, where a lot of people feel like his family is deserving to have, both him and his brother, who we'll talk about very soon. You can't be in a situation like this, man. Why you throwing hands? What do you get from throwing hands? Like, he's just playing rough with you. He's playing. That's, you gotta learn, man. You gotta learn. He's a young guy, so you hoping. I mean, how can I put this, man? It wouldn't matter as much if he was a veteran player that was known for playing. Known for playing tough. You feel me? It wouldn't matter as much if he was a veteran player that was known for playing tough at all. Right? But because of who he is, who his family is, and the cachet that brings along with it, you can't make decisions like that. If you were somebody else, it wouldn't matter. But because you are you can't make decisions like that. And that sucks because you shouldn't be graded against yourself like that. Like, you shouldn't have to be graded against yourself like that. But at the end of the day, you are, just because you are who you are and you're related to who you're related to. That's the part of the game. That's a part of the game, and it's terrible that it's a part of the game, but it's a part of the game. You just can't do that. You just can't do that, man. So that's tough to see. I hope that someone picks up Shiloh. He's very talented. Both, like, that family is very talented. He's very smart. He knows how to play defense. He knows how to get under wide receivers, and he knows how to get in position for big hits and for deflections. He knows where to be. His IQ on the field is immaculate. But man, you gotta have the emotional IQ as well, and that's what really played a part in this situation. So we're hoping that somebody picks him up. There's a lot of teams that could use that depth at safety. I'm looking at you, Cincinnati. Like, you can use that depth at safety, especially with young talent that you don't have to pay that much. I would think about giving him a shot. Honestly, because you don't have to pay for that. Not much at all. Literally could be an opportunity for you there. And you can use that dog-like mentality in your locker room. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can use that dog-like mentality. So hopefully somebody picks him up, man. I'm looking at you, Cincinnati. Do the right thing. Shedeur Sanders. Let's talk about it. Shedeur. Shedeur Sanders is still confident that he'll be able to make the roster, stay on the 53 player roster once this is all done. He says, obviously, I think overall as a player, I put in the work. I feel everything I do, I try to do my best, and that's all I can ask for. The head coach, Kevin Stefanski, opted to pull Sanders for Tyler Huntley on the final drive. While down 17-16, just over 2 minutes remaining, Huntley led the Cleveland to a game-winning field goal to secure the victory. However, the Browns did release Huntley on Sunday after the club signed him just a few weeks ago. We didn't play great. We didn't play great as an offense in the second half. That's never on one person. Stefanski said on why Sanders didn't finish the game. We can be better in a bunch of areas. We just felt like we wanted to give Huntley the last drive, which is perfectly fine. If you actually watch the snaps in that game, he had zero protection, running for his life. I do think in a situation like that, being a young wide receiver, and it has been some skepticism when it comes to his ability to be able to let the ball go in the pocket, or being able to, obviously get a couple extra yards when it comes to using his legs and release the ball, throwing the ball away. there's been some skepticism with him being able to do that, right? And that's a fair criticism. Absolute fair criticism when it comes to him due to the fact that he does not do that the way he should do it. But damn, if you look at this offensive line, man, the protection that he was not getting, it was kind of disgusting. Like, it was pretty bad, man. This is one of them right here. He got sacked 5 times. The boy running. Right here, let go of the ball, Shedeur. What are you looking for? Let go of the ball, baby. What are you looking for? Like, what are you looking for here? There's obviously no kind of protection at all, but baby, let go of the ball. And it was a couple bad sacks that he took in the fourth quarter, in the third and fourth quarter, while he had the possession of the ball and being able to get those downs, those snaps. And the Rams have proven to be a very good pass rushing team. You've seen that, especially in the playoffs last season against the Vikings, who they were actually like, the Vikings were favored heavily over the Rams due to the regular season record, only losing 2 games that season. So you thought that, you know what I'm saying, with that offensive line that was able to keep Sam Darnold protected for the most part of that whole last season, would have been able to do that. In that playoffs, they rushed him over and over and over again. They know how to get to the quarterback, and this offensive line was lazy. They were slow on their feet. I'm talking about the Browns in this game particularly. They were lazy, slow on their feet when it came to Shedeur Sanders. I'm not going to say the reason why. I feel like it's deeper than rap, honestly. And the team obviously wants to do what they can to be able to push Gabriel. They think that he's better in the pocket. He runs the offense better. He let go of the ball more, which he does. Even though he's prone to a little more turnovers and stuff like that. Even though Shedeur had an interception as well, I think, this game. But it wasn't a great showing for Shedeur. And the offensive line had a big part of that. That's why you can't say it's on one person. But he also needs to get rid of that ball. You got to get rid of that ball, baby. You got to get rid of that ball. That's actually a big deal. You got to get rid of that ball. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we see better for Shedeur if they're able to keep him on the roster. You want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, see some growth from him, because that's just not what you want. That's just not what you want. But we are going to move right along to the next bit of news that we have that just broke right before the show, actually, which is the return of Amari Cooper to the Raiders. Big news today, big old chunky news today, but it's also is paired up alongside that Jacoby Meyers wants a trade. Meyers reportedly met with the team's brass recently to deliver the request. However, the Raiders said that they value the veteran wideout and don't want to move him. Meyers, who in the last year of his contract has tried to negotiate an extension with Las Vegas, but the two sides reportedly could not reach an agreement. His deal has a $10 million base salary in 2025. The 28-year-old set career highs with 87 receptions and 1,027 yards last year to go along with 4 touchdowns in 15 games. He ranked second in the Raiders receiving core, only behind tight end Brock Bowers. But in a situation where you're seeing him possibly not be with the team or want to leave the team acted quickly by going and getting Amari Cooper to sign a 1-year deal back with them. 31-year-old wide receiver who had an amazing time with the Buffalo Bills last season. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler and was a member of the Raiders for the first 4 years of his career back when they selected him in the first round of the 2015 season. Amari Cooper is a very talented and dangerous wide receiver, so you'd love to see him return to this wide receiver core, especially with them having a new wide receiver, a new quarterback this season, who could use all the help he can get. Let's be honest. And this Raiders team, with drafting what could be a game-changing running back, you want to see them, if possible, do what's necessary to give this team playmakers so they can be able to move this to offense. And what we talked about on Point A, Point B, if you have not watched our debate show, Point A, Point B, every week Saturday at 2:00, this team can be very one-dimensional. And that's the fear when it comes to this team, was that it can be one-dimensional, especially on offense, where the running back will have to do a lot of the lifting. Brock Bowers is an amazing tight end, but you want to be able to pair him along with some wide receivers who can actually go get that ball. Jacoby Myers showed that he can be able to do that, but that wide receiver core was looking pretty shaky, really shaky. So Amari Cooper helps with that. So shout out to them for getting that done. And we're going to move on to our last segment of the day, and that is with Joe Mixon. Obviously, he's been injured for a little bit now, but it's now official that the running back Joe Mixon will miss the first 4 games of the season due to a foot injury, announced Monday. He has been sidelined since July 26th. Houston placed him on a reserve non-football injury list on Monday, meaning that he can only begin to practice and play after the team's 4 games after the 4 games of after the 4th game of the regular season. My apologies. Joe Mixon led Houston with 1,016 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, and 11 touchdowns on the 14 games that he played last season, helping the club win the AFC South in his first year in the town. With him being sidelined, Texans could turn to Nick Chubb at running back. Nick Chubb, as you know, is a very talented running back. And when Mixon comes back, they have now a 1-2 punch that they can really do some damage with. I'm very excited to see what they're able to do with this. This is exactly what you want, right? A strong team making strong moves, right? The Texans see what they were able to do last season, right? When it came to having success in that season, and thought, what can we do to actually build upon that? And they went and got Chubb, and that's what you want to do. You want to go and get better talent. So I'm super excited to see what they're able to do with this, and that's going to be a strong running back core. So that 1-2 punch is going to be nasty work. This has been another show, another installment of your sports news show, where you can catch all the information that you need daily, every day here at 6 p.m. Up top, if you like the odds, you like to spend your money, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do, look up. That's all you got to do is look up. It's right up there. Right up below you, you're always going to be able to get your updated sports news and also stats as the games are going along here today. So that updates for you as well. I appreciate everybody who's able to show up and watch the show. We will have a guest this week on the Locker Room, and also I'm looking to be able to extend Point A, Point B to multiple dates in the week. So if you are watching this and you like to talk sports, reach out to me. Okay, I am looking for more hosts to be able to cycle through. If you like this, if you like to talk sports and you want to be a part of an amazing team, please reach out to me. I would love to have you on the squad, and we can be able to build this amazing network together, whether it is on a Locker Room or Point A, Point B. So thank you so much for everybody who showed up and showed out. We love you so very, very much. I appreciate you all. And please make sure you come back tomorrow at 6 p.m. for your updated news here on sports and your best opinions from your boy King Tones, right here at the Locker Room.
He did it again! Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time!
Hey. Fudgy. Hey. I just might take me a shot. Tryna get fly, bro, is going to jam. You might as well just get blocked. Tell me this all that you got. Hurry and pass me the ride. You know it's over, bro, cause I've been taking over. Shooters take shots, and I mean a lot. You over there looking sober, and you cannot look me over. Boy, I've been ballin' since 98. Look at the form, it's kinda great. It's to the point where it's no debates. Back then.